Come on, Norma.
Norma. Junet says on this side, public participation for what?
Correct.
Why do we seek advice from people who give us power, Prof? And then you listen to one CS Mbadi who's talking about, let's give president time. We'll fix this thing. The middle class don't have money in their pockets. We'll fix this thing.
And another one called my friend Opio and I, who says the Nyanza people have decided to support President Ruto now, tomorrow, and forever.
Now you look at this U-turn, you know, it's Mbadi who called them skunks, you remember? Called them skunks, and now he's supporting them. Joho.
He's a fat skunk.
What do you make of this opposition in government?
It's normal. It's normal. It's normal. When people are invited to power, they become more curly than the owners. Yes.
Because everyone is asking, where's Murkomen? Where's...
Yeah. Now these ones have taken over. They have tasted the sweetness of... Hata wajapewa kitu kubwa, wanavunjiwa tu mkate kidogo, wanatupiwa chini, na mka chini wanachukua na wanakaa kali sana. They are like dogs, you know.
What is your perception of them? Because you say it's normal, but what is your perception of them? Because look, just go to work and fanya kazi.
Let me tell you this. There are certain actions which, if you do, you degrade yourself, you debase yourself. And psychologically, you know you have gone down, you are nothing. So they are talking from a point of being nothing. They know what people think about them. They know what they have done. They have become the skunks they were talking about. So it's a psychological, I don't know, I wish I was a psychologist. The psychologist will give you a name for that. There must be, it's a strategy, it's a defense strategy in psychology. Yeah. So this is predictable. I'm going to talk to Odiemo, my advisor on psychology issues. Professor Odiemo is a top psychologist. I'm going to ask him, what strategy is this?
Because they know
they have debased themselves. They are doing that which is not right. They know what they are doing is wrong. They know the whole country is against it. So they are psychologically trying to live with it and talking it. The English word is a bit lost, you know? They are trying to go through is a bad experience. You know, these defense strategies are the body's, especially the mind's strategy of dealing with awkward situations that threatened you. Yeah.
Is why now they're attacking.
Yeah, the most known one is where if you want something, you don't get the fruit. So after all, it was even bitter.
Oh.
You know that kind of thing,
yes.
Yeah. Or you wanted a girl and she's even ugly. You know that kind of thing.
Yes.
Those are the strategies the human being employs at a psychological level to deal with very awkward situations.
You know, if there's someone who has stood out, comes out and is talking about, we will deal with them. Those who are critics of government.
Who are these now?
And you listen to some, like a critic on social media says, this time round will come for them to finish kumalo. This is a gaido. What do you make of this strategy of dealing with critics? Because the president calls them pepo on this other side. What is this strategy you're saying?
When critics are being called pepo and Joy is saying to the deal now and the rest, it shows the critics are having a field day. They are succeeding. Somebody can't irritate you unless they are really getting at you. Unless you know what they are saying is true. It's eating you. If the critics were not there, there were few, what they were saying was useless things, then it wouldn't have bothered them. They are bothered because they know the country is angry. And they know they are doing the wrong things.
Have Kenyans crossed the line? There's someone who has been arrested for posting an image of a coffin purportedly believed to be a coffin where the president should be or something of that sort.
God forbid.
Yeah. Have Kenyans crossed the line when it comes to the use of social media? No,
you see, these are things that they happen, but they take different forms over different times in different places. We live in the times of social media. We have seen nothing. We ain't seen nothing yet. You get it? As Americans will say. So, there are different forms of expression. And the internet is providing all those. They are built to manipulate the computer, to come up with images, you know? Those are the things you must now live with. You can't fight them because you fight with this, other one comes. You arrest one person. Mugabe went through it. When people were saying things about Mugabe and they were being arrested, it got to a point they realized it's a waste of time. Yeah. Even those charges can't stand. What you are saying? Somebody's arrested for what?
Posting a coffin, which is supposed to
So
be
that is art. That's just expression. How can the courts charge him? What will the court say?
Now,
what will the prosecution say?
Danson Omari is requesting for the president to actually testify.
Yes.
Do you think it can?
Yeah, you see, those are the things you must abandon. Something that would have just died a natural death, you give it prominence. And that's why I keep saying, and I'm very, very serious. Government is in need of advisors. It doesn't have. The president and government in need of communication experts. It doesn't have. A communication expert can look at that and tell you this is a trend. It's merely starting. It will get worse. If you've seen that thing of the president looking, that funny thing. You see, nobody has talked so much about it. You see, it is just now fizzling out. That's how it works. An expert like him will tell you, let it fizzle out. They even tried to come with theirs, the Itumbis. And I told them on Twitter, you are making things worse. Yours cannot suppress that one. It will simply be swallowed. So you are giving it prominence. Stop. I think they stopped. So somebody should tell the government, leave those people alone. They have seen nothing. They will see things. As we move towards 2027, my friend, they have seen nothing. They will see things.
You look at what is happening within the opposition now and you ask yourself, what should be their role? And is there opposition? Junet says, I am actually the opposition as the minority leader, but I am supporting
Those are the things I'm saying. They are guilty. Junet Mohammed is guilty. He's occupying the wrong position in parliament. He knows ODM is not an opposition, yet he's holding a position of the opposition in parliament. He is guilty. The guilt is eating him. Inamkula ndani. Your guilt. Ukisikia watu wakiongea kina Joho, kina Mbadi, kina Kopi, guilt is eating them, inawakula kabisa.
They know they're in the wrong side.
Yes, they are doing the wrong things and they know. So it is guilt that is driving them, it's eating them.
Is there an honorable way? Is there an honorable way out of this?
You can't. There's no honor among thieves. There's no honorable way. Once you enter there, you know what you are doing is wrong.
Gaslighting is the art of making someone who believes something is true to believe that they are on the wrong side of it. Joho says, kwa ground watu wanajua ukweli. Social media, it's deceiving us.
No, it's a reflection of what's on the ground, always. That is true, and Joho knows it. So Mbadi, Junet, and the rest, they know what they are doing is not right. Just look at ODM MPs occupying positions meant for the opposition or for the minorities, actually called the minority, in parliament. They are with government. They are a government. They are more government today than government itself. And yet, leader of minority is from ODM. Minority whip. They are leading the minority in parliament. And yet they are the majority. They are in government. They are more government than government. And yet they are occupying seats meant for the minority, for the proper working of democracy in the country. It can't get worse than that. And therefore, it will eat you and haunt you. And we must sympathize with them. They can't come to terms with what they are doing. They know it's bad. When you go to sleep, you can't sleep well.
Before I ask you what the future holds, for Joho, I'll stick with him because he's been the most vocal, I guess. He says we are unpatriotic for not wanting Raila Odinga to take over AU. But what is the place of Raila Odinga in the current dispensation? Because people have a lot of expectations from him. Is it a time of saying, look, he has done his best, let him go? Or Baba try to do something about this?
It's a whole mixture that doesn't make sense to many people. And Baba has led us into this. We love him, but that's where he has taken us. Many people doubt that people actually feel bad. But there's always that small hope that Baba knows what he's doing. That's what is sustaining people. How if Baba knows what he's doing? If it was another person, people would have kicked them. the backside.
But do you also believe in the same thing? Do you still have that same hope that how if Baba knows how he's doing, or is it about a time of cautioning him or telling him this is the actual situation?
You know, the disturbing bit is that Baba has been through this for a long time. And Baba knows this game. So it will be very unfortunate if what we are seeing is what there is. It's very unfortunate. Not just for us, but for him and for everybody else. I mean, what would lead Baba to do these things he's doing? It's very difficult to understand. I've not had time to ask him. It's very difficult to understand. So that's why we are saying, kuna kale ka hope, kadogo, on which we are surviving, that Baba could be right.
You know, when we talk with Willie Sotieno here, he comes every week. He says the only solution to everything now is Ruto must go. Would you say that is the only solution to the hatred we are seeing on social media, the post that we are seeing?
You know, Ruto must go is a rallying cry, and I can't stop it. But what will it achieve sometimes? If it doesn't achieve anything, it's just a waste of time. But as a rallying cry is okay. People can use it, and if they actualize it and remove him from power for the good of the country, what's wrong with that?
But from where you
But
see,
if it's just talking Ruto must go, that is nonsense.
I'm asking you, could that be the solution if Kenyans don't want this president? Should he do the honorable thing? You're saying there's no honor amongst thieves.
Yeah.
But should he do the honorable thing and just go?
It's unfortunate that in our society, in countries such as ours, people rarely see things in time to give way. People go up to the wall. They hit the wall, then they go with the injury here. So the way things are, I can say from where I sit, things have not reached a point where I would advise the president to resign. They are not there. Things are also not a place where I would encourage the people to remove the president by force. However, we are getting to a point where these two may be the only thing. Why am I saying we have not reached there? It's because the issues that must be addressed are very clear. You know, in solving a problem, if you identify the problem, it's half solved. So we are very clear about the issues that are causing problems in this country. And we are also very clear about how to address. But more importantly, we are very clear that it is as simple as the president willing. Na kila kitu inapotea. You just look at the taxes and levies. It's just the president to say, well, I've had my people. Let my people go. Taxman, let my people go. Remove the taxes, electricity will come down, manufacturers will come back to the country, they will produce more, employment will go up. Transportation will be wonderful because diesel has gone down. You see how easy it is?
Yes.
You see how easy it is?
But then,
just look at housing and say, mbona unakula elfu kama fulani ya Manyora kwa payslip? Manyora hata ni mtu hata anaretire kesho. Hii pesa unachukua yake ni ya nini? Kusema ukweli kabisa. Hata ukianza kujenga hii nyumba, za kitambo hicho zimeenda kwa hata limeenda tayari. So, this housing nonsense. Let's suspend it, we'll do it in a better way. Tomorrow. It may not be me as President Ruto, it may be another president. But it is bringing a burden to Kenyans. Chief Shah. What was wrong with NHIF? Let's revert to NHIF as we refine the way some NCCK said.
yes.
Let's revert to NHIF as we fine-tune Shisha. Or maybe we'll listen to Manyora and say, we don't need NHIF because it's a fraud. We don't need Shisha because it's a mongrel of a fraud. What do we need? Give Kenyans free healthcare. Free. Without all this intervening nonsense of KEMSA, sijui Shisha, sijui NHIF. Maybe. So look here. The things that could plunge this country into chaos, the things that could force us where you are asking whether Ruto can resign, the things that will make us reach that point, we haven't reached that point. The things that could force people to force Ruto out, we know them, but they have not reached that critical stage. And there's a lot we can do as people, led by the president in front, to address these challenges, so that the country does not reach a point where Ruto must go is actually actualized through a resignation or a people revolt.
Okay.
But you can't keep it for long. You can't keep it for long. It will come surely, unless you do something about it.
Finally, should we now wait for the president to be willing to make changes?
He has the option.
Should we wait as Kenyans?
You have to wait. You have to be patient. Why? What is the hurry for? Hii nchi ni yetu. Hii nchi ni yetu.
Thanks for tuning into that.
This is our country.
Kuna watu wanasema hii ni jambo unafanya. Ruto will not change.
No, why not? There are worse people who have changed throughout history. Kings who are bad changed to be good kings. The examples are in the Bible also. What are you talking about? The Quran, everywhere.
Thanks for tuning
People change.
to that conversation. Until we do talk again, leave a comment down below. How long will you wait for the president to do things for the benefit of this country? Till we do talk again, have yourself a lovely rest of your day.